All right, we're back, chat. Gotta go ahead and do this one thing. The chat replays. All right, and then go grab this. Well, waiting for it to populate over here. Sorry about that, chat. You know, Streamlabs decided to kaput itself. Here we go. Copy this. That's what I was waiting on. All right, fresh link to the stream has been posted in the stream links, guys. So I don't have a map for Edgewood. Edgewood is a smaller, very small town, especially in comparison to Lake Jalas. So Edgewood is kind of like one of those pit stop type areas. They do a little bit of lumber work here, not a whole lot. But we've got 4 of you here, if I remember correctly. We've got Rinvoq, we've got we got those other guys whose names I can't remember for some reason. We got Caesar. We've got Janor. And Pi. I'm sorry, I don't remember your character's name.
That's all right. I don't either. Cats.
Islai. That's what his name is. Islai.
All right. So we've got all you guys together here at Edgewood. Y'all have heard the reports about spiders and stuff. While
we figured out what was going on, nobody told us squat.
Right.
Well, we walked into town and everybody was dying from spider poison, and Rinvoq rolled several critical healing rolls and cured everybody.
Because Rinvoq's
like a descending deity.
Yeah, because Rinvoq is awesome like that.
Yeah, if you're gonna make an entrance, make an entrance.
So while here at town, let's go with the other two. It's going to be odd to bring y'all in together, so I'm going to start with the Bard.
Hurrah!
So, you are coming from Catarin, which is a larger merchant city, but you are wanting to hook up with this group that seems to be getting some fame for themselves. And as a Bard, if you're the one that makes their songs, then as their fame grows, so does yours.
I mean, let's be honest. They're here for me, okay?
And
I'm going to try to make them more famous by going with them.
So you've come down the road by yourself, mind you. Risky proposition. But
hardly. I'm loved by everyone.
But you lucked out without having any kind of altercations or anything, and you're making your way into Edgewood. So as you're coming to Edgewood, you're hearing these people singing this guy's praises and whatnot, saying what a great guy he is and everything. And Rinvoq, I'm gonna assume you're gonna be at the tavern after having done that kind of healing.
Yeah, I do need to recuperate. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of free-flowing alcohol, too.
Oh, exactly.
How many cousins and stuff I probably saved. Yes. I shall retire to the tavern. And where I'll contemplate a plan to rescue the rest of the townfolk that have been abducted.
All right. So, the tavern has an odd name to it. It's called Gallows End.
Oh, well, how about that?
And apparently, after the town decided they weren't going to do capital punishment anymore. They use the timber from the gallows to build the tavern.
So you're saying the tavern is haunted, is what you're saying?
I didn't say anything like that. Just
I
because,
want to know how big the gallows were beforehand if they could build a whole tavern out of it.
right? Well, their gallows was set up to be able to hang 10 people at one time.
Wow. That's a start, isn't it?
Yeah,
They put it in
gallows.
Very
They
big
put it in
capital.
That's nice.
Probably hired a engineer or artisan from Jalisao.
So yeah, gallows end. And
Axes. A couple of talented hacks.
And of course, because you guys are with Rinvoq, you guys are, getting to ride on his coattails of the free drinks.
I'm still looking for my badge, right? I didn't get a badge yet.
Correct.
Going to have to fabricate one.
But in walks
Willing to earn it.
this man. You think it might be a man. Fairly good looking. You can see some women and some men swooning as he's walking by, but
Swimming?
swooning.
I thought you said swimming. Like, that's a new one.
So if you would just kind of give a description of your character.
Aster Black is a male, mostly. He is somewhat effeminate, but he has everything in the right places. Everything looks properly. He has dark black hair that seems to glisten even when there's not any light shining on it. His face is pale. The first thought you think of is it reminds you of the moon on a cold, clear night. As he wanders through the room, he begins to make friends with everyone at each table. Average height, has a small pack on his back, and a sword and shield.
All right, there you go. All right, and you guys can interact with him as you wish. I'm going to pull Buzzard down to the sidebar for a second to discuss his intro.
Well, how about that?
Okay, so now, funny enough, because I'm streaming, what's going to happen is that us discussing you is what's going to show up on stream, not them role-playing with each other. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it works.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're having you come from Blackleaf Forest. But you've heard the rumors about something wrong with the Kyrian Wilderness. And so, the rumors about the Kyrian Wilderness have been going on for a little while. It's going to take you a little while to travel there, so especially on foot. And going into cougar form across the Golden Savannah is not an advisable option because you will be hunted.
All right, and so you said he's from the Lashwood?
From Blackleaf Forest.
From Blackleaf Forest, okay.
I was thinking about doing Lashney, which puts you right there with the guys, but then that means you haven't been dealing with the spiders like you should have been, and so that sets up things badly for you.
Okay, and so I've traveled here across the plains, and
Yep, you traveled across. Basically, you came south, came through Sabora, took the road to Crossing, and then you had an option to either go to Black Raven and go to Jalisao and come up through the wood, or go up to Catarin and come down through Edgewood and go up into the wood. There's also the option to go all the way up to Blackley Hold and get a guide to go into the Kyrian Wilderness, because the Kyrian Wilderness isn't really mapped out. because the rumors about it is that the landscape is changing from year to year. The Kyrian Wilderness, you've never stepped foot in it, but I'll give you a couple pieces of knowledge for you. There are several areas of it that are actually a bit more swampy / you might have some jungle-like plants growing in there, but not jungle-like creatures. But you know, for the sake of making our lives easy, we'll say you came up through Cadarin, and then you made your way down to Edgewood, which means you actually weren't too far behind the Bard. But the Bard would have come from Cadarin. Of course, he's going to Cadarin to actually meet up with this mercenary group, and try to get into their good graces so he can join them. Whereas for you, I believe you're coming here specifically to find out what's wrong with the woods, because if something's up with nature, then that goes against your beliefs, I guess, as a druid, you know. So something that needs to be looked into. And druids aren't populous in this area. You know, it's not like you've got 30 to 50 druids around. It's most druids, they may have met one druid in their entire life, and that's the one that taught them the druid way. And then after they got taught the druid way, they're like, all right, you're on your own, go away.
Yeah, all right. And I'm
so
here on a mission. The spirit sent me.
Right. So I'm gonna let them do their intros and kind of discuss and whatnot there in the tavern. And of course, that kind of conversation usually takes a couple hours in real life, not in game time. In real life time, it usually takes a couple hours for that kind of stuff to go on. But for us in game time, it's going to take them about 15, 20 minutes, and you're going to show up like a couple of hours after the Bard did.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And,
all right.
Let me see. I don't have any special gear or anything like that.
Nah.
Okay.
No need as a druid. We will look at some gear for you later on, because I want to make sure you're at a similar point value power level as the rest of the players. But I haven't done it for Asher yet either.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Back we go.
Right, we've returned.
Oh no.
So, has combat started yet? Has Rinvoq tried to kill the Bard yet?
Cesar was doing his serious thing where he just talking on himself.
Okay.
He was pumping me for information.
Oh.
At least that's what you were hoping he was doing.
We really asked them to get a room, but they insisted.
Yes, you all decided you wanted to watch.
So,
Cesar looks around. He's not sure what kind of undertones are going on around here. Subtext. He's not getting the subtext.
okay.
Wait a minute. I feel like something else is going on. My innuendo sense is tingling.
But I don't know how to interpret any of it.
So, after a couple of hours, there's a nice big meal served. Kind of like a bit of a feast, put together for you guys. More specifically for Rinvoq. But then they're like, okay, so we need to get a message out to somebody to come deal with these spiders.
Hey, Rinvoq, I mean, we could do that, right?
I guess we could.
We got to pass through this area anyway for the other thing. Might as well take care of the spiders if there's extra coin in for us in it.
Well, so far nobody's offered a lot of anything.
And we got some of that anti-venom. We're ready to go, right?
Excuse me a second, guys.
Mic off.
Sounds like we're ready to go. I'm excited. I'm glad to be a part of this plan. You guys know anything about spiders? New guys? Pretty person?
You smack them and they die. Isn't that the usual?
Oh, all right. Well, I guess that kind of works with almost everything.
He narrowed it down.
Sometimes simplicity is the easiest.
Don't get bit.
Very true.
Bigger boots.
I think you need a druid to figure out what to do with spiders if they're bigger than you. But that's my unprofessional opinion.
Yeah, but how big could they get? I've seen spiders. You can crush them with a boot.
What did that one guy with the daughter say? Did he get a good look at the spider?
Yeah, how big did he say it was? I forget.
No, I don't think I recall that he said anything about how big it was.
Yeah, I thought he said something, but what's coming into my head is a Volkswagen Bug, and I don't think that's what description would have been used.
Yeah.
A very stable unit of size and volume throughout the ages.
So have you guys been traveling together?
You could say that.
What's your relationship? Like, how do you know each other?
It's simple. Employee, employer.
Oh, me and Rinvoq are similar.
That is Rinvoq who's speaking.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to the bard.
Oh.
Bard came in by himself. He's not with anybody as far as we can tell.
Oh, I see. All right. I thought there was both of you.
Yeah, not quite there.
So why don't you give us a song?
Yeah. Sing something, Bard.
Ooh.
I thought he sang a song about wagon wheels.
Go for it.
What is your obsession with these wagon wheels?
I think he's got an obsession of cheese and crackers, really, but...
Very well. Since the player knows no songs about wagon wheels, you're going to have to make one in your head. How wagon wheels are like life. They always go in a circle. You always end up back where you started.
Ooh.
Deep, I know, right?
That's the best kind of song.
There's definitely at least one famous song about wagon wheels.
There's that one, yes.
Sing it. What is it?
He disappeared again? What the heck?
Yeah, he trusts us. We can run the game.
All right.
community-wise. Everybody gets 50 character points.
All right, I could use that to expand my spell library. Yes. Awesome.
I asked ChatGPT to compose a song about wagon wheels, and it actually did it.
No shit.
Right. Sing us a little ditty.
There you go.
There's actually an AI out there that will actually do all the music and the vocals for it too. Like it will sing it to you.
And you can say in the style of Frank Sinatra or whatever, and it'll...
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that'd be the best. Do it in Hank Williams Sr.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Mic on.
I apologize. Work apparently can't leave me alone even on my birthday.
Not surprised.
As is, we got a short break here. Hey, Susanna, and hey, Korak. Okay. Back where we were at, because I had to take that call, I couldn't pay attention to y'all's discussions, but it looks like y'all are doing some stuff in there. So it looks like the bard decided he's playing a song.
Yes, he's trying to make up something about wagon wheels because someone evidently has shall we say, a really hard attention for them.
Oh, okay. Well then, interesting. Okay. Well, we're half an hour in, so while you're sitting there designing your song, another unfamiliar face walks into the tavern.
The whole town's unfamiliar.
Well, the townspeople are going, I don't know this guy.
Did someone scratch the record player again?
But this particular one, unlike the way the first one looked, he's coming in all in. I didn't. Go figure. That would help. Okay. He is covered he looks like he's just absolutely covered in road dirt. Been traveling for quite a ways on foot. And here I'll let you introduce Katu.
So he's got a long, dark brown hair and a big bushy beard, bushy eyebrows, and a mustache. The whole ensemble gives him a bit of almost a lion-like appearance, wearing dusty leathers, carrying a simple staff and an apple.
Yeah.
He's half finished eating.
So you see that image he has of himself there that he just put in the Dungeon Fantasy text. I'll pull it up on the stream so players can see, or so that chat can see. But you see this fur patch that's coming off his armor? That's not fur. That's his beard.
Very long beard. Rivals Rinvoq's.
I'm sitting going, man, he's when I first read that value on your character, I was like, oh, he's going for the whole Grizzly Adams thing.
Yep. And he'll go head straight to wherever he can get something to quench his mighty thirst.
Wow.
Well, you're at the tavern. So Rinvoq, I'll let you describe yourself, and then we'll have the other guys describe themselves, unless y'all have already done that.
No, they kept badgering me about wagon wheels. I don't know what's going on.
Well, all right.
Someone's obsessed.
I didn't badger you. I just egged on the dude that's badgering you.
Well,
Let's get the train to blame.
so Cesar's as clean cut and clean shaven as you guys are, Harry. He's a fairly young looking dude with white eyes, tan skin, and sort of bleachish hair, like it's been out in the sun a lot. But he's pretty cleaned up. He wears armor and carries a pretty nice sword, a nice shield, and a very nice bow. Despite his like wide-eyed, sort of naivete-looking face, he carries himself like a soldier.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll describe him, Rinvoq. He is a more elderly gentleman, very thin, very receding hairline, very gray, well, kind of more like dark hair, but with lots of gray in it, some silver in it, long graying beard, gray eyebrows. His eyes are a little weird. By the way, he's dressed in black robes with red trim and carries a rather well-polished but not smooth staff with a gem set in the end of it. He carries nothing else on his person per se. And except for the pipe. He has a pipe and a bag of tobacco that you can clearly see on the table in front of him.
Okay. Hey, Gwen, how are you? All right, so next up we have Pie.
All right. They're going to have to give me a moment here because I do not actually remember what the character looks like.
He's invisible.
He hasn't looked in the mirror recently.
A slightly taller than average man wearing scaled armor with a large axe at his side. He has brown hair, slightly unkempt. He's sort of tanned, as if he's been in the sun a bit too much. Generally doesn't look like he wants to be here, but he's putting up with it. And that's more or less him.
Sounds like somebody just wants to go home.
It does seem like it. He's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, then what do we do?
Oh, man.
Well, aside from just relaxing and recuperating for a little bit, I guess I'll see if I can order some food as well. See what they have.
Okay. The food that they have is fairly mundane.
Good old frontier food, huh?
Yeah. But they do have smoked sausages and boar available that's roasting.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Do they have any cheese?
Yes, there is some cheese.
Oh, okay. I'll have some sausage with cheese and some cheese. Yeah, and if you have any like fresh berries or something like that, I'll have that too.
Okay.
The new paleo diet. I guess when they
Okay.
show up with the food, I'll ask the server, Bart, whoever brings the server, if they know anything more about where these arachnid occurrences have been happening.
Okay, they're just in the east in the inside the Lashney Wood. Oh, come on, make this thing easy on me.
Trying to.
Here we go. That's what I was looking for. And it seemed like it happened overnight, but an area where they were getting ready to do some fresh cutting, they got in there and there was just spider webs kind of all over the place. They're thick, but they didn't think anything of it because spiders, the little tiny things. So they're expecting that, that's what they're dealing with. They don't have much of a memory of exactly what they faced off against, but obviously, they dealt with some pretty extreme poison.
And of course, there's the spider silk everywhere too.
Yep.
Could be a money-making opportunity. So, about the Grizzly Adams guy walking in. Is he armed? I didn't note.
Oh, he has a staff.
Oh, he's got a stick. Okay. Huh. Not a fighting man then. Okay. And of course we have the dilettante.
And it's funny, while we've been talking, chat got to watch me make a map.
That's fun.
Dilettante? Who is he referring to?
What do you think, Janar? You think these guys might be employable? Or useful? In a fight?
In a fight? I mean, the bard is carrying a sword. Hopefully he knows how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Wildman there looks like he might know which berries are good to eat.
That's true. I was looking for a guide. Wonder how well he knows the wood. The Lashney wood. I call...
I do.
Perhaps
Better
I can
than I
introduce him
do.
to mine.
Okay, well, I'm going to call out to him, ask him if he would mind sitting down for a drink and a bit of conversation.
Well, they look like an agreeable, or at least semi-agreeable sort, so I'll pick up my mug and wander over. Give him a nod.
How you do, sir? Fancy a meal or anything? I can get you something from the kitchen, or we pay for something from the kitchen.
I could do with some food. It's been a long journey.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Call out to the bar keep or serving maiden, wench, whatever you want to call her.
Mm-hmm.
And ask her to bring another plate of the sausages, cheese, and berries.
Okay.
And a pint, another pint for the man.
I'll give him a nod. Thank you.
Anyway, apparently there's been some incidences with overly sized arachnids in the woods nearby. And you seem to be kind of a worldly man. You wouldn't happen to have any good knowledge of the woods nearby, or at least knowledge of wild areas?
Afraid not. I'm new to these parts. But I know the woods well.
Very good. Well, that's what I was kind of looking for.
Yep, that came out well. Okay.
Are you currently employed?
Employed?
Yeah. Are you working for someone, or is it just you against the world right now?
The wind led me here.
Huh.
There's something strange in the wilderness beyond these woods, and
I see. Well,
spirits call for help.
And it seems like we may have common purpose then, sir. I've been
you say
of the knowledge. Yeah, I have.
Arachnids?
Well, yeah. Apparently large enough to bite a man and put him on the ground.
And spit poison. Don't forget the spitting poison. I like that part the best.
Oh yes, and as my comrade says here, these beasts apparently spit poison too, which seems unusual but yet dangerous.
It's a nasty business.
It is. It is. Anyway, so these poor folk, of course, you know, are subjects of the king, and I do have a sworn duty to help protect the Delphas kingdom of Delphas and its subjects as well. But normally I'm usually on a special assignment. In fact, we're on our way to a special assignment, and but since this I don't want to say incident is along our path, well, probably going to have to take care of that too. So, could use some help with a person of your particular skills.
I'll aid you in your quest.
Thank you.
After all, the wind did blow me here.
You must be light of foot then.
The bard stifles a giggle.
Not bad.
All right, cool.
And you, over there, smirking so smugly.
It's natural.
Any skill with that blade of yours? Or is it just your mouth that you have skill with?
Is that an invitation, sir?
In all defense, Rinvoq, your skills reside mostly in your mouth, you know, the spells and the authority and the giving orders.
To an extent, yeah. But even then, most of the spells I cast are simply a matter of concentration, focusing on the elements at hand.
Oh, that's fascinating. I sing words and things happen.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Even a comedian sings songs and jokes and gets his ass kicked once in a while. So things do happen. Anyhow, though.
Quick out of character thing, because I'm just trying to make sure I get all this set up. I need the Hero Forge for both Astra and for Katu.
The links are at the bottom of Katu's character sheet.
Yeah, if I open that right now while I'm streaming, because of the way GCS interferes with the system, it will shut it down.
Okay.
So you want me to? How do you want me to get those to you then?
Probably could throw them in DFTeX, but usually works. Okay. Well, anyway, so really sorry to be rude, but I failed to introduce myself. I am Rinvoq, the Invincible. And you are, sir?
Me? Well, I am Astra. Astra Black.
Uh-huh.
I need no surname to follow my name.
But Black is a surname.
glares at you.
You're all right. That is your surname, Black.
Are you trying to lose the name Black?
Maybe she
Are you?
probably needs to black it out.
It's funny, you know, when I got married, that was the very first thing my wife wanted to do was to get rid of her last name.
Well.
All right, there's Katu. Cool.
Okay. Well. Yeah, we could probably use a little assistance on this trek of ours, and if you were so kind to join us, fantastic.
I'm still working on mine. I'm hurrying.
So, okay, so we've got Katu, we've got Mr. Black, Janor. Who the heck am we missing? I got a crew of 4.
Let's see, there's Caesar?
Oh, Caesar, yeah. That's right. Okay, he's with us too already, so that's 5. All right.
Yeah, we are.
I can memorize
my
spells.
direct message.
Who, me?
Crusher. Asked for Black. Did he see my message?
Oh.
I'm getting it now.
Turn on the lights. See what I'm doing.
This is for Katu. Oh, Katu, don't forget to make one a hero forge for your other form.
I got that too. Here, let me drop that to you.
Well, Mr. Black, if you're trying to lose the name, the surname, then yeah, I guess we could just call you Astra.
Well, that's not going to get confusing or anything.
And then I got Caesar. And Janor. Okay, there's myself. Damn it. I can't remember who. Alright, so the last guy. Losing my mind here.
Spider got it.
That's right. Yeah, Pies hasn't identified his character's name yet, I don't think. That's why I'm
Make sure this worked.
losing my mind. So just go by Pi or the Pi or Le Pi?
It can probably works just fine. Or
Say
I'll remember my character's name.
It's not true. The pie is a lie.
Maybe that should be his first name. It's a lie.
Could be.
That's right. We got hilarious in the other game. Well, gents, well, enjoy a meal. I think maybe we should set off in the morning and see if we can investigate the sudden growth of the woods and the eight-legged freaks that are in it.
Sounds like a wonderful plan.
Yes, a wonderful plan.
And whatever the wind happens to be whispering into Katu's ear.
Yeah.
Wind cries Mary.
I have to say, gentlemen, in all my years of adventuring as a player, I have never been in a party with a bard or druid, let alone both.
You're welcome.
I've always been a member of the 1, 2, 3, 4 group of fighter, wizard, cleric, thief. The basics. So I am outside my box. Thank you for that.
I mean,
Things get weird when you have 6 players.
we haven't started fighting anything, so the druid and the bard may not last long. You never know.
That's true. I hope that's not the case, though. I mean, I don't want to have to keep. I don't have to make them make zombies or anything. Oh wait, sorry, can't do necromancer.
Nope.
Goodness.
No necromancers.
So, I have a question for you. Is it a necromantic spell if you raise the dead? Because as a
Well, that depends on how high you raise them.
well, yeah, true. I mean, from the ground up. Because as a bard, I could create a song that like summons allies that require a body.
Yeah, that would fall underneath evil bard.
Okay, just check it, because I was
It sounds like necromancy.
It smells like necromancy, but it's just animating the bodies via music, and I really want to be able to have backup dancers.
I mean, that's just that's like death metal, man.
That's where you want backup dancers. You have something like animate object and have yourself a bunch of marionettes back in the cart.
Yeah, they can all be back there going, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. No. Yeah.
All right.
That,
Katu,
yeah,
I've got.
Chris doesn't like the whole possession or repossession.
Katu, I've got your character ready to rock and roll for the scene.
Doo-doo.
Oh, you look so tiny compared to Rinvoq.
I probably am. He's not a big guy. I mean, he's not a small guy, but he's not a big guy.
Okay, yeah, no. Rinvoq just has a really big hat. That's what it is.
Keeps the rain off.
Nailon, that's pie.
Yep.
And there's
I mean,
4.
after all, you do need a really big hat to pull a rabbit out.
All right, I've got
That's
Jane
what the
on.
extra dimensional spaces are for.
All right, I've got Janor in place. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to do my wall stuff to block vision on the trees, but this will still work.
Comes Mr. Astra.
All right, let's see what
You
we
wouldn't
get.
happen to have a great grandma by the name of Astrid, would you?
My shield. It painted my shield. Damn it.
Let's see what we get here. Well, because I do a top-down, we might not even notice it's painted. Yep, no, we won't notice the paint.
Okay, yeah, because it's actually polished. Because someone needs to look at myself. I mean, what other use would there be for a polished shield other than, making sure you look good?
Yeah, I noticed that you got a cougar there, huh?
That is not his pet.
I just met her. She's not really that. Oh, wait.
There's a cougar.
Now that's a cougar.
That's a mountain goat.
A little bit of a tilt here, so it looks
She'll
good.
definitely pounce on you. The mood suits her.
Capture that. Download.
I think it was watching with my wife. She watches shows sometimes, and it was Selling Sunset was one of them, and all these realtors are female, got their stuff hanging out here and there, and I'm like, oh, that's a great idea for a character, a cougar. So my inspiration comes from everywhere.
Okay, this has to move to retired. That way I quit getting confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's the problem.
You're missing a character?
Yep.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay. Before I can add the token into it, what I need you to do is, let me see if I can find you here. I'm assuming you're a Crusher.
On most days, yes.
Okay. I'll give you ownership of that. Okay, now over in the actors section underneath players, you should be able to find your character sheet. If you would, hit import and import your GCS in there. Once that's done, then I can add your token to it and get all that set up for you.
Crusher Callahan? Is that what his name is?
Perfect. All right. Prototype. Appearance. Select. Yeah, so poor chat. You know, they're sitting here watching me do all this.
Sometimes it's like that, though.
Sometimes it is.
It's special. They're getting the behind-the-scenes tour.
Indeed.
Yeah, you get to see the full glamour of being a GM.
Glamour.
That is a word.
Whatever you do, Chris, don't make it look easy, because then everybody will want to do it.
You mean glamour as in like an illusion, right?
Well, I wound up making it look easy, but only because, you know, I knew what I was doing, and so it was done very quickly. But that's because I knew exactly what to click on. Okay. All right, so before we get to this map, guys, and I know you also got some role-playing before you go there, please keep in mind that you cannot see through the trees. So
we can see the forest, though, huh?
do a little suspension of disbelief here. Oh, there you go, Korak.
I need to lend you some of my pre-wall steens.
Well, because you know I like to do the ethereal walls for the trees.
Yeah,
but
the other thing you can do is you can restrict the range of character vision and give them like 10 yards. That's what I do in a quickie situation with trees.
True.
I figure that's about as far as you could see through the trees.
The challenge here is that I actually have an open path through a section of it.
Oh.
He's setting us up for an ambush, folks. Look out.
Stay off the path.
And then I realized that my acid spider, for some reason, doesn't have its ranged attack. Damn it.
We ran out of spit.
Oh no. How sad.
Got no spit.
So I guess it's going to wind up being a bit like, you know, Scott's game, and it's a prototype spider.
Hey, I can do that because I have prototypes.
Right? You know,
Just like those other guys that just happened to not get killed in their car when it got shot up.
well, what I'll go with is that one of the villagers, you know, managed to hit it with an axe and knocked out its ability to spit acid.
It just reminds me of that line out of, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I'd rather spit in your face, but since I haven't any spit.
But I mean, it's funny. In the time that we've been role playing, chat has got to watch me completely design a map from scratch and get 2 characters added in plus their tokens while we still role played.
We're trying to keep the folks entertained there. Yeah, I mean, and also got a couple new employers. I'm all happy.
Yeah.
And because then I don't have to really fight myself per se.
You got more people to have to split the reward with.
Well, we just need to get more rewards then.
Now, what I didn't manage to catch is, did Rinvoq explain to him that he runs a mercenary group?
Well, I'll get into that.
Okay, then I'll shut up and y'all have at it.
But yeah, so I guess while we're eating, I'll explain to him, and Cesar can also explain as well that I do run a mercenary company. We are currently employed by the Kingdom of Delphas and the King himself as his personal troubleshooters, if you will. We handle missions that do not fit the normal army-type missions, if you will. So, which gives me a lot of latitude in executing said missions or quests as they are set to us. So, we have a flexible work schedule, obviously. We also offer some benefits, room and board, back at the camp, soon-to-be fortress. And so your food and weapon maintenance and armor maintenance expenses are all taken care of, plus you get a salary as well. If you're interested in signing on with the King's Ravens, then I am your man.
Your spiel there was awesome. I'm just sitting here going, if I were a character, I'm going, so what kind of 401k plan do you have?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
We are pre-IPO, so that's good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we are still that, and we do have limited life insurance too.
Oh, so you have a cleric.
Very, very limited life insurance.
Does that mean that you're ensuring that we'll have a limited life?
That's right. That's what it is.
Oh, chat wants to know if you have a dental plan.
Yeah, I'm working on that, getting that create object spell. So I'll put a new one in there for you.
I
believe a healing spell will actually work on that, for the matter of fact.
True, but I'll say you do the create object and then do the create object and then do animate object, and there will be a wiggly tooth.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just make it a singing tooth for the bard. Pop him in the jaw, then he can have backup vocals too.
It's funny, one of the girls that I know that did LARPing and whatnot, she got so accustomed to wearing fangs for playing vampire LARP that she didn't realize she hadn't taken them out. And she was at work one day, and somebody told her, says, "Nice fangs," and she went, "What fangs?"
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm not looking to sign up. I'll help you all fight. Look into this giant spider issue.
Okay. Well,
I can promise right now.
Well, we are also
stay afterwards.
Understood. Well, that's your prerogative.
So
you know, though, the main mission though is to investigate a disturbance in the morass.
So the people here in Edgewood, having kind of overheard a little bit of this, because they're trying to figure out what they were going to do as payment and whatnot. A kind of rougher gentleman. He's probably 35-ish. Got that permanent 5 o'clock shadow type look to him. And he's obviously got the muscles of a man that's chopped down a lot of trees. But he says, "Well, hey, I'm the head of the lumber guild here. We don't have much to offer in the way of money to pay for your services, because I heard you're a mercenary group. So, however, sounds like you're needing to build some stuff down at your place. We could offer to supply you with some lumber."
Well, that's true. We're just starting out, so we just have a camp right now. We don't have a fort per se, so yeah, we could definitely use lumber for a palisade and some towers and such. So we can at least start small.
Sounds like you need timbers rather than lumber. We can arrange that.
There. Well, then good. And of course, you know, if you stay on, if anybody stays on to actually to continue doing other finishings, building houses or barracks and classrooms and whatnot, then we will put you on payroll.
We probably can't supply any manpower, but because it's a small town here, and timber and lumber is our business.
Okay. Well, maybe a couple folks, you know, cabinet makers, something like that. Anybody that has some talent would be great.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of real artisans. We've got people that can throw up walls.
Okay, understood. Well, I appreciate the offer of timber. That's great. A good start. So, of course, are you going to be using the hardwoods here in Lashney Wood?
Of course.
Excellent. Even better.
But that also means you have to get rid of the spiders first.
Well, as part of our duties to the king, one of our bits is to aid the citizens and subjects of the kingdom. So, we fix your spider problem, you fix my fort problem, we're good.
I think that'll work. And, I mean, I can't speak for the whole town, but, you know, like I said, I'm the head of the lumber guild, so that's pretty much everything we do here. So I can offer you that, and hopefully that'll count as payment from the town.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, I think one other thing we could probably do for y'all is offer a scholarship to a very talented young man or woman in your town to the Raven Military Academy to further their education and hopefully bring that those skills and expertise back to your hometown to help y'all create your own militia for self-defense as well.
All right. Finish hiding all these things. We're going to wind up with like half a combat tonight.
Well, if we get to combat, we get to combat.
All right, yeah. Map is set up. Cool.
Okay, look at the whack skull. Whack-a-bug.
So, you know, they offer you the food. Y'all got the anti-venom.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we'll need that just in case someone does get bit or spat on.
Anti-venom. Being somewhere else.
Yeah, don't get bit. Man, those things are huge. Okay. All right. Then, I think. Wait, why are these characters doing this? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No, it's supposed to be hovered by owner. That's what I want. Well, that's why it's doing that. Okay. So I do it hovered by owner because, you know, because I'm the GM, I classify as owner for all the tokens. And if I don't put the hit bars and the fatigue bars as hovered by owner, then my screen's covered in nothing but blue and green lines.
It's called modern art.
There we go. Much better.
On.
Much better. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like the bard says.
I'll have to change the title of this quest, of this episode. I'm going to do that right now while I'm thinking about it. This is going to be called Lashney Panic.
Not Panic in the Woods, like Panic at the Disco.
Oh, and I need to go in and update my stuff on there. Okay, I got some work to do. This is nothing but a new crew here. All right.
Yeah, it kind of happens.
So one of the things I'll do for you guys is when it's time to leave town, which I think you guys are pretty much all set and ready to go, and we say, y'all get a good night's sleep, and then it's morning, unless there's anything else you guys are wanting to do before heading out. I will take that as a no. Y'all don't have anything else you're wanting to do.
Nothing
No.
can be that needs to be role played.
Oh boy. He's
Um,
probably right about that, though.
Nice dirt bath.
So, what we'll do here, I am going to move us over to another map. But what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to line yourselves up on the map. I'm going to give you the opportunity to kind of do your marching order on the map before we do anything. This also helps to confirm that y'all got vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something's wrong with my vision. I see a bunch of spiderwebs.
I gotta find myself. There I am, luckily.
It also helps me to make sure that each of y'all have control over your tokens.
Well, I've clickable token
Yep.
and movable.
Okay.
So far, so good.
All right, everybody's moving around. Let's get your line up. And if it'll help you, because I know your vision's kind of blocking you from seeing who's where, if y'all want to tell me who's going to be in the front and then kind of work your way down, I can kind of line y'all up.
As a sneaky, self-sufficient person, I would kind of think Janor would be towards the front, but woods are not his forte, so that might not be the best choice in a woodland environment.
I'll say I got no problem with you running up front. But that's the evil GM saying that.
No, it's not. It's the nice GM saying that.
I mean, we do have a woody person. That's not me, I mean. So maybe
He's kind of
they.
woody.
Is he also stealthy though?
I mean, if we're being led somewhere, I don't think stealth is probably the main concern.
Yeah, I just find it funny when I look at the rest of the tokens. Rinvoq, your token is so much bigger than everybody else's.
I can rescale it.
How about Janor and Katu be together?
Okay, Janor and...
Honestly, I don't really care too much.
Like a date?
Alright, so Janor and Katu up in the front. Alright, well, let's move you forward just a hair. I also run gridless, so gives you a little bit more finite placement for strategy. Alright, so I see Cesar is hanging out in the very back. Yeah, that makes sense, being an archer. Napoleon.
I can cover our rear flank too. I'll cover our 6.
Okay. Alright, this looks epic.
All my stuff, any of the stuff I use is based off of my position. So it's all usually like 2, 4, 8 hexes away.
Right. That's easy because 1 hex is a yard, and this measures in yards.
Well, I know. I was just informing the others that they probably don't want to go too far away. And plus, I need to be in the middle.
Okay. Oh.
Where it's safe.
He wants to be in the middle, where he's protected from every direction. And that's when y'all walk past the trapdoor spider, and it pops up and picks him out of the middle of the group.
Oh no!
I assume we're going to lead off with perception.
So,
I mean, if we just roleplay it and he's eating, we can just keep going. No loss.
It's true. He would be busy eating. I mean,
all right. So I'm going to throw a couple things up here. It only does skills. Darn. Okay. All right, so I'm looking for a hearing check, but, well, yeah, because y'all got different skills in different areas. So make sure you do this as a GM only roll. So do it as a blind GM roll, but we are looking for hearing rolls.
Of
course.
Spiders start whispering sweet nothings to their victims.
Holy shit, Rinvoq actually passed a hearing roll?
I know.
How do you do a GM only roll?
On the bottom right-hand side of your screen, see where it says public roll? You can click that drop down and select GM only.
You can also just hold Control or Command if you're on an Apple while you click.
I think I did it.
I did not know that. Yes, you did. Looks good. All right. Let's see.
Also, if you use the heads up display, the heads up things in the upper left hand corner, there's always a blind roll next to the public roll. That's another quick way to get to the blind rolls.
All right. So you guys traveled about 4 hours into the woods, and you get in the area that you can tell that is got thicker trees and whatnot. You can see where they've chopped down a few of them. That's why I really like the way this map came out for me, because it actually has, tree trunks and stuff laying on the ground, and has stumps. But you can hear some skittering. But when you come into this area, you see the thick gossamer webbing of spiders, and you see spots like this one, which is some kind of a spider cocoon. Now, whether or not that's an egg sac, or if that is a critter that a spider caught, well, you won't know unless you bust it open.
Is it possible that a naturalist roll you might be able to recognize the difference between the two visually?
Let's check and see what you got as far as naturalist goes. Because naturalist is it has specialties. Let's see, who was that?
Kato.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at your. Oh. Okay, I see you like your sheet like that. Okay, I'm gonna make sure not to mess with the way you got your sheet organized. Let's see. Oh, something I will recommend to you guys, because it'll make it a heck of a lot easier on me, on your GCS sheets. If you will sort it by, sort your skills by name, that way they're in alphabetical order. That way when it imports, it'll import them in alphabetical order. It makes it a lot easier for me to find what you've got to determine if it'll be useful or not. You don't have a specialty on your naturalist. That's interesting.
It didn't ask me for one when I...
It's probably Earth-like. I mean, that's the only one it should
Oh.
be.
Yeah. Okay.
I pulled it off a template, so it
Nope.
may have...
Yeah, they may have removed that, yeah. Okay. I can go with that, but it'll be at a -4.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. You want that blind?
Yeah, let's do that one blind. I try not to do a whole lot of blind rolls. You forgot your -4.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I've got your -4 in my head, so because I can do math. You are not sure.
Okay.
No, you think you can? You missed it by 1. You think you can tell, but you just can't be 100% certain.
And last session, one of the last session, one of the villagers was going off about his daughter or something had been taken by the spiders.
Yep.
So, seeing those cocoons and without somebody knowing for sure what they are, Janor will suggest we check them out.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Do we have a count? Can we just look around and see how many we're talking about?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to do what y'all had suggested a minute ago. Let me make an adjustment on your vision. Let's reduce your vision range down to we'll do it at 15 yards. Let me see what that does. Oh, it helps if I do it and then actually update the token. Nah. Vision range 15 yards. How far does it think 15 yards is?
You have Fog of War on?
Let me double check that.
As far?
Yeah, but it still has you seeing everything all the way down to here, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can still
You
see
might
the
need to
whole map.
reset the fog, too.
Alright, let's
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
configure lighting, token vision, fog exploration, global illumination. Oh, it's the global illumination.
Because it's daytime. We can see fog.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, but if I turn off global illumination, then you have to have lighting. Okay. I am not going to worry about it.
We can role play.
Not going to sweat it.
Zoom in. Don't look.
Don't look at me.
Okay, so in that case, basically, if it's within 15 yards of you, then you can count it. But if you see others that are hidden back here behind the trees and stuff, you can't see those. So just try to be fair on how many you can see.
I think we can probably see about three.
I see 3 that I think you guys can see. Because I see this one, and this one. Is what I think y'all can see. 4.
That's the one I was looking at, yeah.
Okay.
Do any of those look like they are big enough to hold an adult person?
Okay, excellent question. This one. Okay, I'm gonna shift click, so it's gonna drag your screen around a little bit. This one is a no. This one. Well, let me do it a second ago. That one, no. This one, possibly. This one, that one's big enough to be definitely. That could be an adult, human.
You said this one, yes, right?
That one's possibly. It's, it kind of depends on the size of the person. The person would have to be kind of under 5 foot, or crunched up somehow. This one down here to the very south of you, if that had a person in it, they would have had to been 3 foot tall.
Oh, there is a missing child.
It was daughter, but it sounded like adult daughter. Can we get some clarification on that, if it was a child or adult?
Well, the questions weren't asked, but we also rushed it. So, adult. She also was working out in the woods doing because everybody here either works the interior town or chops wood. She decided to follow her father's steps.
Does the bard have any kind of daughter sense? I figured that might be part of the bard.
Have a daughter sense? Yeah.
Armor
Yes,
daughters,
yes,
and
yeah.
it's
You know,
I think you're talking about the pervert
well,
sense. I don't know.
oh no. I can confirm for him that none of these are the bard's daughter.
Ooh.
Well, there's somebody.
The bard doesn't even know if he has a daughter, so.
It's true.
Well, I will approach this egg and inspect it further to see if it is shaped like a person.
Okay.
And then if it looks reasonably human-sized, I will cut it open.
All right. I'll need a perception of -3, even though you're getting up close to it. Because the way these things are bound up, it literally looks like a cocoon. So you know how a caterpillar makes a cocoon. It doesn't look anything like a caterpillar anymore. But you're looking for shape and size. So I'm going with a perception of -3. Even though you're getting up close to it, it could be anything in there. So give me that, and then we'll...
Is that it?
Yep.
K2 is going to use tracking to just look around this general area.
And, unless I specify to do a GM only roll, there are a few rolls that I want to always be GM only. Anything dealing with perception should always be GM only.
That way he can lie.
If you are rolling if you've got stealth and you're making a stealth roll, that should be GM only. Mainly because you roll stealth, your character thinks they're being stealthy. Granted, I'm also playing with a bunch of forever GMs in here, except for a couple of guys here that are brand new to the game. So we didn't give you guys that caveat. Pi is brand new to GURPS, and
Welcome.
Yeah, definitely.
So, all right. So you're taking a look at the cocoon.
You want us to default to blind GM roll?
I wouldn't default to it, because there's plenty of rolls that doesn't need to be blind. Attack rolls, damage rolls, all that stuff. Even there's plenty of skill rolls that it doesn't matter if it's a blind GM roll or not. Yeah. Some of them I'd actually rather that you have them rolled out there in the public for everybody to see, because it makes you feel better and it lets everybody else go, ooh, wow, Otherwise, everybody's chat's just full of a bunch of somebody rolled something, we don't know what it is. Okay, so on further inspection, the webbing on this thing is thick. And when I say thick, the strands that are kind of holding it in place there on the ground, just the strands themselves are much thicker than what you would expect from, what you're accustomed to from spiders. These things are like the width of a thin rope.
Cool.
And upon closer inspection, and that's pretty much everything you can figure out about it.
Oh, brother.
Does it does it look possible or impossible that there be a person in that?
It looks, in your opinion, it looks too misshapen to have a person in it.
Okay, moving on.
Now, you guys are free to move about. But keep in mind, if you move into a certain spot, then combat will ensue.
This egg definitely looked like it was person-sized.
Okay.
So that's my next one.
I need you to stop there.
Okay.
That is so funny. All right. I just need to let you know, if you move to a certain area, combat's going to start. Here, let me streak across the map.
I took
Over here? You like that guy. Over here?
worth of movement. That is my combat move.
What was that, a 10?
That was 7 yards.
So, Katu.
Can we all move up 7 yards or no?
Give me a second here. I'm checking something.
Your doom.
Holy shit. Seriously? Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna start with Janor. Janor, I need a perception check. No minuses, just straight perception.
You found all of the spiders.
Okay, you don't notice anything.
They were having a meeting, and you just barged in on it.
I mean, meetings are to be disrupted. Let's be real.
And yeah, you guys, if y'all would like to move forward, I'll allow it. But, he was just kind of going and inspecting the cocoons. Y'all were kind of, from what I can tell, y'all were kind of watching, but you also didn't have a chance to say you're doing anything. So, no problem with y'all kind of moving yourselves into a little bit, at least attempt to be in a better position.
So this one's adult-sized?
That one is, he wasn't able to make details of it. So, but we can investigate that afterwards.
Okay.
At this point in time, I'd say just kind of position yourselves where you think your characters would be while he was investigating.
My character was around here somewhere, just doing tracking rolls, looking to see if.
Okay, that works.
Find the-
You're looking for signs of spiders.
I'm looking for insight as to how long ago they may
Okay.
have been through here.
Spider
All right.
pellets, that's what he's looking for.
So, Napoleon, you can make me a perception check. Rinvoq, you can make me a perception check.
I feel safe. I'm not going to notice anything.
I wouldn't know.
Nope, no, you guys definitely, no. Katu. Give me a hearing check. Damn. Okay. This guy made his stealth roll like a beast.
Isn't it?
Astra, you can make a hearing check.
Yay!
Oh. There we go. That fixes Cesar. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's what I need. Cesar, you can do a perception check because you get both vision and hearing.
Yay!
And nope, Astra didn't hear.
I was too busy humming.
Perception. Oh, sorry, public roll.
No, that's fine. I got no problem with public roll on this one because this is a contested roll. You're rolling against the stealth that I rolled.
I did pretty good.
You did better than everybody else. However, you didn't do as good as the spider did. The spider made its stealth by 8. I'm just like, oh crap.
God, it's close.
He's a hiding really good.
Oh, I'm gonna be confused as hell by this one. Because apparently it's very stealthy. All right, we are going to move to here. We're gonna do so we're just gonna grab this one for now, because this is gonna be nasty anyways. We've selected everybody. Throw everybody in combat.
Oh man.
All right.
Trying to click and everybody's rolling their freaking initiative. Kept moving.
All right. So, Pi, up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see the little crossed swords. That's the combat tracker. If you click on that, you'll see that there's a little D20 sitting next to your name. There we go. All right, so that puts you in the order of combat. Now, oh God, that's kind of okay. Well,
All right.
beginning combat. Nothing.
All right. I'm gonna do a wait maneuver then. I'm waiting for something to pop out, and then I'm gonna attack.
Well, I mean, just because I started the combat, your character literally has no idea that combat's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of meta.
All right. Well, then I'm. Who's that? That's Janor's up. Janor's up near that.
However,
Uh-huh.
here's what I can throw for you. I got a bone to throw to you. Because you're anticipating spiders and whatnot, you can already have your bow with an arrow notched. You're not gonna have you're not gonna have pulled the bow, but you're gonna have your arrow ready. That way, next round, you can. Well,
I can skip one roll.
Yep.
All right, and I'm being observant. Like if I mean, I know we're in combat, but we're not in combat. So if
Right.
you make another perception roll, I'm happy to do it.
So, you don't need. Well, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Hold on. Yeah. No, you still have to beat it stealth. So.
Who knows? Maybe.
That would be a negative.
Oh, it's negative. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Sorry.
I hit in turn.
All right. Now, you shouldn't have any problem finding it here in just a second. Because it's my turn. All right. Oh God, I've got super jump too. Okay.
Better look up them rules for pouts.
Yeah. I am not gonna bother wasting our time because it's already 9:40. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna do a rush in and attack. So we're gonna move to here. We're gonna remove the stealth.
Holy shit, that sucker's big.
and now you're left going, how did we not see that?
Yeah.
Talk about the elephant in the room.
You get a size bonus for seeing that thing? Jesus.
Yeah, actually, I did the negatives to its stealth for its size modifier. And
I imagine a spider that's in this area is probably like the skin of it looks like leaves and like it's got the same coloring as like the bushes and stuff.
So, all right, so Pi, this is going to be your first time in combat.
Yep.
Eventually, your last. Good luck.
We got your back.
So I'm going to set my target to you. All right. We're going to try to bite you. Oh, and that was a blind GM roll. I'm sorry. So when I don't mean to have my, I like to try to leave my enemies with their, and this is up to you guys. You know, if I do them blind, then for narrative's sake, I can fudge a roll every once in a while. If I leave it wide open, then whatever's rolled is what happens.
I mean,
Are you looking for our vote?
Yes.
yeah. I'd say just leave them open.
Yeah, I'm an old school. Let the dice tell the story too.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm over, Jonas.
Okay. All right.
3 days to make a character, 3 minutes to lose it.
So, in this particular case, Napoleon, I have a successful attack against you. Now, what you get to have... Oh, no, that's funny. So, I still hit you, but I actually have a -1 to hit you, which is funny, because you're a size modifier +1.
Oh,
And I have a -1 to hit him because of how big I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe that's how that works, right? You know, the size modifier, if I'm super big, then it's harder for me to hit. Well, no, that's right. It's balanced out. Never mind. Anyhow, you know, the attacks happened. On your character sheet, in the... Let me see how you have your character sheet laid out right now. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Okay, over on the right-hand side, you've got your dodge as an option. You can also parry with that big-ass axe. However, and your parry with your axe is better than your dodge. The problem with parrying with that axe is that the axe is unbalanced. So if you parry with the axe, the next round, you would actually have to take a ready action to ready your weapon. So when it comes to your turn in the combat order, your action would be to ready your weapon. But because it's a giant spider with big nasty fangs, parrying it is viable. Or you can dodge to just make sure you don't get hit at all.
And if you want to step back while you dodge, you can get a +3 for retreating.
It's not a +3. It's only +3 when it's a fencing weapon.
It's a +3.
Dodge. It's +3 for dodge.
Is it?
Retreat, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, for retreating dodge. Yeah.
But it's +1 for weapons that are not fencing weapons or judo.
Okay.
But it is +3 for dodge and fencing weapons and judo.
So the place you'll find that bonus, though, is if you look in the little bucket that shows +0 down. Well, I think yours shows +0 down at the bottom. There is a item there in defense that says +3 to dodge, and in parentheses it says retreat.
Yep, I see it.
So you would select that, and what you'll do is you'll wind up moving back 1 yard, but that gives you a 13 to your dodge. So you select that, then you hit that number 10 there on your dodge, and we see if you're successful. If you're not successful, then you take damage. If you are successful, no damage.
And parry actually doesn't work. Like the U on the parry doesn't work.
What, the unbalanced weapon?
Nope. That is whether or not you can attack and defend in one turn. You don't have to re-ready it. And since his turn's up pretty soon, he'll be able to attack. But if it attacks him before his next turn, he won't be able to parry with it. The weapons that you have to that become unready are the ones that like have the double dagger or the single dagger if you're trying to use it one-handed.
Okay. I'll chat with you afterwards on that. I'd love to get some more details on that.
No, not a problem.
Okay, so you're waiting for me to roll now?
Yes, sir. Your choice on defense. Okay, that is a failure.
Oh, yeah.
Because you accidentally added your +3 to dodge twice.
Oh, I did. That's my bad, because I saw the option there as a retreating dodge. So I clicked that.
Yep. Yeah, so you clicked it, but you clicked it twice, so it got added into your bucket twice. So that is a failure.
Well, the roll alone already said it was a failure. So.
On my screen, it says success.
I rolled like a 6, a 5, and a 4, I thought. That's way above.
Yeah.
Are you using a shield?
No.
So, all right. Well, then, first bit of damage. Oh, boy.
I mean, I can re-roll it really quick, but I don't think that's necessary, because you can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see exactly what you rolled.
Ouch. That's impaling, too.
Yep.
And that's no fun.
We
Welcome to GURPS.
We do have that, right?
All right, so I'm going to throw in the chat a couple of things that you need to be aware of. Does your character have high pain threshold in their traits? Do you know?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, excellent. So then the second one that I'll throw up there, we don't have to worry about. Because so that's the major wound. Okay, so right now you need to roll health. What you see it has that +3 for high pain threshold. Click that +3 for high pain threshold. Then roll health.
Okay, now are the under the attribute hit her health?
Yep, the HT. Excellent. You are not knocked down. You're still pretty injured because there's your damage.
Napoleon is a healthy boy. Does he have DR?
He has 1 hit point left.
Yay.
He has no DR?
No DR. Wait.
Because it goes straight through my scale, right?
Wait.
You have scale armor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it not pulling it
I
up?
don't know why it didn't apply. I re-uploaded my character template this morning.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up your character
I
sheet.
don't have all of my changes. I just noticed that this is the old character sheet. It does not have my changes I uploaded.
Oh.
Save your changes on your GCS.
Oh, no, I re-imported this morning.
Go ahead and try re-importing right now.
How much DR does your scale give you?
Skill
3, I think.
gives you 3.
That's pretty good.
Which will be that'll be significant on on the amount of damage reduction that's going to do.
Yeah, it's going to save him 6 points of injury.
Yeah, I mean that's going to take him from being down to 1 point to hit points to having half of his hit points left.
Okay, for whatever reason, the thing is not accepting me clicking the GCS file. Yeah, I have it selected, but it just...
Pass it over to Chris, and
Yep.
he can import it.
Yep, send it to me and let me throw it in there for you.
I just do it to Discord?
Yep. And I'm gonna take your character. We're gonna go ahead and get you back up to your maximum hit points for now. We'll apply it after I upload your character. Okay. Hey, I'm glad we found that.
Hopefully that's the correct one.
Let's see. Where'd you send it? There it is.
Sit to your DMs.
downloaded.
Double checking on my GCS to make sure it's actually the scale armor and pod helmet there.
Also, make sure on your character sheet that the armor is appropriately set up to give you the DR to the right hit location. Sometimes the armor are not well coded in the library.
Yep.
Yeah, because I just chose the generic barbarian starter set.
That fixed it. That fixed it. There we go. Much better. So you don't get shock penalty. So there you go. Now the damage is correct.
Okay. Well, I'll go on your end because my character feed still is not reflecting properly. I don't know why.
We need to refresh that.
You didn't close your sheet. So it won't update while you have your sheet open.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give it a second.
So close your sheet and then reopen it on Foundry and you'll be good. But okay. That was my turn. And so what you see is a giant spider that comes out of the trees. And it immediately gets its fangs into Napoleon.
Great.
Now, there is something that I'm going to need somebody to make notation of because we are getting late. So this combat's probably not going to finish before we wrap. Well, it might. But
Give us a round on this thing.
But this is the initial damage. Then there's follow-up damage, which is 1 dice minus 3 corrosive damage every second for 10 seconds. So every round he's going to take 1 dice minus 3 corrosive damage from the acid off this guy's fangs.
Medic.
I don't think there's a medic alive in the party who can do anything for that corrosive damage.
So
we can give you an antidote, maybe that might help.
Well, right now he's busy.
Yeah, trying to avoiding eaten.
So, all right, let's go end that turn. All right, Napoleon, it's your turn. It bit you. You want to bite it back?
That was the general goal.
Okay. You know what? In this particular case, I got no problem with this. Swing, batter, swing.
Oh, I did not actually mean to click that. I was trying to look if there's a separate thing. Because I don't know exactly how I'm targeting here.
Okay, so over on the left-hand side of your screen, you see where it's got the little target reticule-looking thing. Looks like an archery target. You click that, and then
there we go.
And then you click the spider, and that sets it as your target. However, I can work with the roll you made, no problem. Okay.
All right.
So now the spider gets its chance for defense, and I only have one option for defense.
It's a good roll.
And
bad for us from the dodge.
Apparently the spider managed to avoid your blow from your axe.
Fair enough.
And you're probably just sitting going, it's right in my face. How did I miss?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
He didn't miss. The spider dodged. There's the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't account for the size of the creature, though, in his roll.
This is true. This is true.
Oh, yep, I see it if they're at the top two, yep.
Yep, and it's +2 for size modifier. But I mean, that all that would have done would have made him make it by 10. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
No, it wasn't a 6 though.
Yep, you're right. Okay. Would have just barely missed the opportunity. Okay. All right. So, Napoleon, in that little combat tracker, you're going to hit in turn.
Good.
Well, at the very least, you're keeping the spider busy, so that's going to give the rest of your party members opportunities to come at it from other directions.
Yeah, and that is kind of the point.
All right, got to.
I'm gonna take a move.
All right.
So it's like 4 to there. Alright, I think that's my full move.
Okay. That it?
I've ended my turn.
Okay, excellent. Janor, what are we doing?
I take it Janor has heard a commotion behind him.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, let's ask a very poignant question. It's not necessarily a commotion. So, Napoleon, what did you say when this monstrous spider suddenly just appeared in front of you?
Dang it. Height?
Oh, I love that. Oh, dang it.
Alright. Well, I will go ahead and do a courageous move and attack. I'm not going to do anything special.
You're not going to be able to get a blind sight on this, but just so you know.
That's fine. I'm not going to try anything special, except I guess I will add some deceptive on it, because I can take a little bit of a hit and still have 9. Just in case I hit.
Okay.
And then I will stab him with my saber. Oh, so close. Oh no, that made it. Never mind. Not so close.
Just barely. All right. Hey, I'm impressed because you're moving attack.
Normally I just expect those to miss. This is just a why not. Let's see if I can do enough damage to get through its armor.
Well, actually, deceptive attack, that just reduces my dodge by 1.
True. I did not let you dodge yet, so.
And you could have added 2 more deceptive because he is +2 side modifier.
I forgot that.
I don't think it's going to matter.
No.
All right, 2 points of damage.
And we will see if my saber penetrates armor.
Now this, I'm going to apply quietly because otherwise it gives you stats for the spider. But, no, you went tink.
Kind of what I expected to happen. But try we must. Alright, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Who's up next?
Rinvoq.
Oh boy. Wow, you have somebody that actually goes after you, Rinvoq?
I think it was an accident.
You rolled a 5, I rolled a 1.
Yeah, it was an accident.
Yeah, don't,
crazy.
Janor, don't forget to end your turn.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Rinvoq, what are we doing?
Oh, that's a good question. Shit.
That's a full round action.
Yeah, it might take a minute.
Entirely reasonable.
You have to ready your pants.
I got a feeling that takes more than a full round.
Let me check one. I got a
Size
little.
of that spider? No, it does not.
That is a free action, I am pretty sure.
I pooped a little in my pants.
Good.
It's easier.
Like crap, my wife's not home yet? What in the world's going on? Oh, now, I don't know how many other guys are dads, but Scott, you're going to appreciate this. I meant to share this with you earlier, and I want to make sure to share it with you before we get off. So, it's my birthday today, and my middle daughter, she made me a handmade birthday card.
Okay.
But because there's been some other birthdays that have happened just recently, she did something extra special with her birthday card. And keep in mind, she's only 6. She put a $1 in my birthday card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Giving back.
Cheapskate.
And I'm seriously going, I can't give it back to her to tell her she shouldn't do that.
You better put that somewhere special.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's only -1. That's not horrible. Okay. I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? If I use my staff, I can get closer, so it'll cost me nothing. So this is what I'm going to do. Apportation is not fast enough to move him away from the spider, so I'm just going to make him harder to see. And I believe... We'll check this real quick here.
Blur.
Casting time. Yeah, I'm going to do blur.
Yeah, it's a 1 second and it's a 1-for-1. So.
Okay, then that's what I'm doing. Because that's all I was going to do, is either that or invisible, but invisible takes a little while. Okay, so I'm going to put 4 energy into a blur spell.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and cast this. Use my staff to extend my range, gives me a range modifier of 0. Here goes. Oh, well done. Okay, and since that actually only cost me 2 points of energy, mark those off. And
Now, 4 points of blur on him. Where does blur max out at?
5.
I think it's 5.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it maxes out at 5, so he is effectively got a -4 to be hit.
And who is he?
That was our initial victim,
Okay.
Napoleon. Make him harder to hit.
I am sure Napoleon will very much appreciate the extra defense there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay,
I'm done.
excellent. We are going to add a marker to Napoleon just to give myself a reminder. Let's see. Let's throw a -4 on you. Oh, no. No. That's doing something that I don't want it to do. Hold on. Well, I mean...
Yeah, there you add it to his dodge.
Does it? Oh, okay. No, that works. That works. Okay, perfect. Okay. The Bard.
The Bard is going to step and begin singing a song that is going to hopefully affect the mind of the spider.
Oh, okay. We gotta double check your sheet. So we haven't played with you yet. So which one are we doing?
You made it sound creepy.
Song of Mental Disruption. And selective effect, and everybody pretty much that's not the 6 of us. In case there's another spider nearby. Within 4 yards.
Alright, let's see. Wow, that is a nasty...
You got a pretty good radius on it now.
And it goes,
Mental
they all go up
disruption.
to 16 yards. So
Yep. But it should be a will
What does it
save.
do?
But it should be a will save against that.
it's actually a contest. My will plus my talent, and then versus his will.
Okay. You're probably gonna win, but let's try it.
That's kind of the point.
Now, the one thing that I will do is because he's not a sentient creature,
You mean sapient?
sapient creature.
I mean, I'm full on fine with them having like wills of like 10s and 13s.
Yeah,
I
well,
kind of expect like hard-headed creatures like mules to have like 11s, 12s, and 13s.
yeah. I'm giving a minor bonus, but all right, go ahead and give me your roll.
And since it's a supernatural effect, obviously the maximum I can roll against is a 16.
Of course, but let's see what you get, and then I'll hit mine, and I'll be doing mine public. That way you can see.
Oh well.
Well, no, yours is fine that way. I'll do mine public so that you can see it. All right, so I have to make it by 2.
Boy.
Damn it!
That's because you said it. You're definitely puzzled now.
Well, it's having a seizure on the ground, which means it immediately goes prone.
It's
and doesn't do anything.
so it's going to do nothing on its next turn. Nice, but
In the face.
hey, that's awesome. I mean, because I even gave it the +2 for being having a alien mind to what you would be trying to affect.
Yeah.
And you still managed to grab this thing and shake it by its brain stems. Okay, Cesar.
All right. Is there anything on this thing that looks a little less armored than any other part, or no?
No,
His face? No.
I mean you got joints.
It's all exoskeleton.
Right. But you got the different sections where there's joints. But that'd be like trying to hit a face. So you'd be on this thing. It'd be like a.
Well, it's clearly got a head, so.
Do you do chinks in the armor?
We don't have the points for that just yet. But yes. Oh, but yes, I do allow that absolutely.
That's like a -8 for a torso chinks in the armor if you allow it.
Yeah, I allow that because I also allow the targeted attack chinks in the armor.
All right.
Go for the vittles.
I'll have to check that one out. That rule out.
Oh, the targeted attack chinks in the armor is a pain in the ass. It's in the martial arts book. You've got to do a bunch of different weird math things for it.
Well, I make my cheat sheet here, so I think I'm tracking on what I can do right now. So I think I'm within. Let me do my measuring. So his nose, I'm 3 yards out. Is 3 yards a -2?
Well,
That's
3.72 was.
All right, I'm gonna take a step forward for a yard. I can take a step, yeah.
Yep, take a step.
I think you're still measuring.
Oh.
Don't
All right,
forget
take a
it
step
+2.
up.
Yeah, then check your modifier bucket because it's probably full of -1s.
Yep, I cleared it. So I've already got an arrow ready to go. So with my heroic archer, I can roll against my bow to be readied with the bow.
Well, you're already ready, so we can skip that.
All right, so then I can just shoot my bow.
And
Yes.
accuracy.
However, remember to add in the accuracy of your bow, so you get that +3. Okay. You only move one step, and you got heroic archer, so you don't have to worry about bulk penalty. So I mean, you didn't. So, and yep, if you've got him targeted and selected, you'll see he's got a size modifier. And then I'm going to assume you're going to be doing something fancy. So I would recommend to go over and select your hit location.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about doing a predictive shot to lower his active defense.
Well,
he is prone.
it has no active defense.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's great. So yeah, I'm totally gonna. Let's see. Where do I want to hit him? Vitals?
In the brain.
I just have vitals.
Hit him in the brain.
Impaling does more against vitals, I think. So.
Yeah, ×3.
Let me feel for vitals.
Because of the direction you're at with his position,
if he's on his back or
no, he's not on his back. He's just prone. So what I'll do here is with vitals on this particular guy, because of the angle you're at, you can select vitals, but you're going to need to add an additional -2 for the vitals shot. But with all the bonuses you've got, I think you're perfectly fine.
Yeah, it actually offsets the other two, so total of -5, right? Vitals is normally 3, and then 2 more, it makes it 5.
Yep.
All right. So that gets my bucket to 0. I'm trying to think if anything else comes into play.
I mean, you've got size modifier, but he also
No.
has -2 to
He-
hit on the ground.
Yeah, we did size and accuracy, and that offset the vitals. So I'm gonna shoot.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the
Well, because of the size of the thing, I'm not considering its eyes to be a -9.
Only made it by 11.
Made by 11. Holy cow!
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
Oh, but you rolled your skill and not your attack. Damn it!
What's that? What?
Yeah.
So on your character sheet, you got
Are they different?
they're not different, but when you roll it from the attack, then it puts a little damage thing actually right there in chat. So you could literally click your attack and then click the damage right there in chat without having to go back to your character sheet.
Okay, but my skill is 18, but my other one says 16. So I don't know what's happening there, but I'll roll from there.
Your damage? Yeah, okay. There's probably something wonky on your sheet.
Yeah, for some reason it's 16.
Strength 15 bow is your strength 15.
It's the strength. He's got the
Strength
but
modifier.
he's got the strength. He's got the strongbow skill. We need to go on his sheet and make some adjustments.
Oh yeah, strongbow's not applying properly.
Yeah.
I made this one by 7, so I'm gonna roll the damage, or
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Roll the damage.
All right. Now
All right.
impaling,
9 points of damage.
and then
And
because I've got. Yep. Go ahead.
well, I'm adding in all the things. Already got it covered.
All right, and then I have 2 attacks. So
Pop
now
him again.
I actually have to ready my arrow. The arrow is.
Wait.
Oh, no.
You don't have 2 attacks in 1 second.
Yeah.
Let you do rapid shot.
No, I actually have extra attacks with the advantage.
Oh, well, he's good then.
Oh, okay.
It's going to suck when he gets rapid shot.
Yeah, he's just got to make the
Or
fast
whatever it
draw
is.
and the fast loads.
Or, yeah.
So each arrow has 3 rolls: fast draw arrow, fast draw bow, I guess, which is to knock it and
Yep.
get it ready, and then the actual shooting. So if I fail any of those, then my round is done.
Yep.
That first one is fast draw arrow. Fast draw arrow. I'm going to do the bow skill to ready the bow. And actually, that should be at a -1.
Okay.
But I made it by 6. And now here's the combat shot, which is also now we're back to size modifier, right?
Yep.
CC.
Yeah, you get to do it all identical to how you just did it.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to write a macro for this. So that's +2, +5. Vitals is -5, so I probably could have just.
Vitals -3.
You
But
can't get
then,
additional
but I gave you,
because-
I gave you an additional -2 because of your angle.
All right, so we'll wash it out at 0 for that, and then I'm back to shooting my bow, which for some reason says level 6 on our team, but it is what it is. And there we go.
That was damn near. That was damn near a crit.
Oh, what happened? The thing went away.
All right, roll your damage.
I'll look it up. My, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's weird.
No, the reason it's 16, like we said earlier, is because of the strongbow. We need to go and fix that
Oh, I
because
know.
I remember that from last time we talked, and we've never gone into your sheet and actually fixed that.
Yeah, you can go on GCS and add a modifier or something
Yeah.
like that, or
All right, I'll
a
fix
feature.
Yeah, we've never gone in and fixed that. So vitals, holy shit!
Yeah, he's
You
still
just
at a
fucked up your
+3.
spider.
it. Oh, there was a +3 for the ACC. Is that what that was? My chat window is really weird right now.
Well, you should be happy. You single-handedly took out the spider.
Oh,
You
Oh
fucked
no.
up. I am strongly focused in one area.
Now, Grant, when I say you single-handedly took out the spider had no defense.
Right. No, it's all teamwork. I'm good with teamwork.
So I can't say single-handedly.
I actually used 2 hands.
And a barbarian shield.
All right. So you've taken out one of the spiders.
That was it. There's just one in the entire woods, right? That's all there is. Yeah,
y'all
Here's how that always works. There's always just one.
y'all should be happy that I didn't bring in all the little ones. Plus, there's more. Yeah, this is. I feel like this is where I need to do the 2 a.m. infomercial. But wait, there's more.
If you order now,
Yes,
Kill-
1-800-212-111.
Kill one now, get 2 more. All right, give me just a second, guys. Excellent job on the combat, by the way. Great strategies. But I need just a moment. The wife and kids just got home. I'll be right back.
Well, next time I
Mic off.
want her to turn around and come help.
Also, I do have a shielding song that will give everybody a DR6 force field. But it is ablative, so each point of damage it blocks, it goes away. So like on that 8-point stab you took, it would have stopped 6 of it, and then it would have been gone.
I'll take it.
Doesn't add any DB?
No, it does not.
Okay, so it's...
DR is DR. Never complain about extra DR.
No, I'm just curious how it was working.
The only thing that does DB in 4th edition is shield, right?
Yeah, and it's actually really expensive to try to add like extra.
And
Yeah,
spells
there's
that give a
spells
defense
in
bonus.
this. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, haste will improve
Mic
your...
on.
All right,
your
chat.
dodge.
Give me just a second, guys. The children are wanting to show me because apparently they got all their prizes for selling all the cookies.
Well, there's patch mixed up and stuff, so there's patches that are still.
So I have both of the
Mic off.
seizure one. That's a level 2. I have shielding level 2. I also have, in case we run into some some see-throughs, I do have a song that will actually add ghost touch to a weapon, to whatever weapon you're using. Which
And is that you have to touch it, or is that range?
No, I sing the song, and it's going to affect you guys, and then any weapon you use can be used against the insubstantial, incorporeal stuff.
Wow, that's really handy.
Yeah, that was just I was looking through trying to find some good stuff.
Yeah, you're definitely a buffer. We need to protect you.
Yeah, that's why I was like trying to stay in the middle, and like these are only level 2 abilities, so they all have like a range of 4 yards. Level 3 it becomes 8 yards, and then level 4 it goes to 16 yards. And I have selective effect, so if we have a whole bunch of like NPC allies, I can affect all of them with this stuff too. Or if we're surrounded by a whole bunch of little things, and my mental disruption thing is high enough, I can get all of them within 16 yards.
So if we've got to escort a VIP noble who has no combat ability, we can protect them inside our own way. But you have to sing the whole way?
Yes, and like the singing is it's a concentrate to do, and then whatever the however much I win by, that is the duration in seconds that it will last. So like against that spider, it was only going to last 1 second, which was fine because I was going to do it again.
Right.
And I have.
But if you roll really well, you can kind of shut up and start something else.
Well, see if I start something else, the other one stops.
Okay.
But that does mean I can pull out a sword and go start stabbing things, seizing on the ground.
Okay, I'm back. That was
tactics for Astra.
That was an interesting combat.
I'm going to suggest that the strategy of having the barbarian almost get killed in the first round is not one we want to continue to try.
Yeah. Speaking of the barbarian, I'm gonna go ahead and donate 4 fatigue points to him in the form of a healing spell.
And that will probably be my next.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to neutralize that ongoing damage.
I can't neutralize it, but I can keep them healthier for longer.
Yeah. So
the water may help neutralize the acid.
So the downside is that because it's corrosive and not toxic, the antidote isn't going to help you here.
Yeah, there's no spell called neutralize acid.
Right.
It's not going to last.
Acid.
Well, there
it's not going to
are.
last forever, right?
There is a neutralized poison that negate ongoing effects of poison in the body.
But it's not a poison.
That's the thing.
Oh, it's an actual acid.
Yeah, right.
Can't we scrape it off with a branch? Like I know that.
Oh.
First aid skill. Does anybody have the first aid skill?
I think
yes, I do.
We do.
Who's got a better thing?
Napoleon gains 4 hit points from Janor from his minor healing spell.
Okay. More importantly, does anybody have the diagnose skill?
I do.
Hey, quick question. How many hit points does Napoleon normally have?
Board
17.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He's BB.
On the math.
Okay. K2 has diagnosis. Should I roll?
Give me a roll at -3.
Now, I know what to do. It's just that, well, my character doesn't.
Was that a success? I can't see my screen right. I can't see my screen right this second.
Made it by 1.
Okay, excellent. All right. So the acid has not entered into his bloodstream yet.
Flush the wound with water. That's what you would do, but
we flush it with water.
I have a first aid kit. I can also just create water.
And
all right.
There's a river right there. Can we go dunk them in the river?
So,
4 spiders, maybe?
What I need someone to do for me.
You ever heard of the diving bell spider?
Well, what I need someone to do for me, because of the amount of time this would take, I need somebody to roll 1 die -3 4 times. Anytime that you get a positive, well, it's always going to be 1 point. Add the points all together. That's going to be the damage he's going to take from the acid damage before y'all manage to clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only 4. But it's only 4 rounds as opposed to the 10 that it normally would be.
So
You can keep healing him, right? You can pump some healing into him while we.
Every time you heal somebody in the same day,
Yep, you take a negative.
There's a cumulative -3 penalty. I could probably heal him one more time reliably, but after that, the chances are quite low that I'll succeed at healing.
Oh, that is enormous on you.
do you have major healing? Just
They
minor.
wanted them big.
Just minor.
Same here.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
There is a resist acid that would work very well against it.
Yeah.
They say small.
But I can try to pump another 4 hit points into you if that is seems like a good idea.
We need
Just barely.
need a few more of those 1 die -3s. Need 3 more.
There's 2, so 1 more.
All right, now add all that together.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points.
7 points of damage. All right.
And I pumped 8 hit points into him with 2 castings of minor healing.
Okay, so he's up 1 hit point.
K2 has esoteric medicine. I don't quite know how to handle that in your game, but
Okay.
So typically a first aid alternative.
It's esoteric medicine is interesting. But we're in the perfect place for that. So go ahead and roll me your esoteric medicine.
with that in the clear.
Yep. Yeah, all the rolls for the rest of the night will be in the clear unless I specify otherwise.
Alright, made it by 5.
And let me go fix my headset. Okay. Oh.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay. Check. Okay, there we go. Now my side mic's working, so I can hear the kids behind me. All right. Esoteric medicine. Oh, you made it by 5. Nice. Okay, esoteric medicine is kind of left up the GM's whims, unfortunately. But in this particular case, I can say that you managed to find some herbs and whatnot that you can grind together to make a paste to stick in the wounds to give them another hit point. However, y'all also are aware that actually, I want to go specifically with one person. I need naturalist from Katu. Okay. Perfect. Even though the webbing and everything is so huge and everything, there's no way that this one spider did all this.
Alright, I'll share that information with everybody. There must be more spiders here.
In any case, Janor would like to take an hour break to recover fatigue. Actually, no, I have recover energy at 15, so it's only a half hour.
You better hope you have a half hour.
I'll take as much of a half hour as I can get.
So, with that, this is where I'm going to call the session because I want to leave it as a mystery as to exactly how much he gets to retrieve on his fatigue.
While he's doing that, Keiju would want to take the opportunity to examine this thing just to see if there's any signs of weaknesses. You know, that's just in the naturalist perspective of things. You know, you study your what you're done.
This thing is definitely abnormally large. There is no natural spider that's this big.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that it's a supernatural spider. Because spiders grow in accordance to how much they eat.
So he's a fatty.
Does Keiju think that spells like beast possession would work against something like this?
It wouldn't. Because they're not a beast. Funny enough, spiders actually fall underneath the vermin category.
That's what I would have thought.
But, all right, well, guys, I hope y'all have enjoyed your game session tonight.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey,
Good.
awesome to the new guys joining, and hey, man, I can't thank you enough for running on your birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
I appreciate it.
Thanks to your family for sharing you with us.
So,
Sorry you didn't get to kill anybody.
I tried. I mean, I hate the fact that it wound up being the new guy.
I don't care.
Hey, baptism by fire.
But it just
To the team, right?
well, my problem was I'm going, okay, what's it going to go after? And I'm going, and he's standing right in the line of fire, and I'm just like, all right, well, this is gonna suck.
Thank God you were there, because otherwise it was coming probably straight to me.
Yeah, no, it was actually a good result. It's assuming we can make sure he's saved. So.
Oh yeah. You're saved. You're fine. I mean, you're half hit points, so you ain't happy. But you're not dead, and not dead means you get to continue living.
Means alive.
So I want to hand out character points for tonight. And of course, it's my birthday, so I'm being a little generous. This was a really fun game session. We got to intro 2 new guys. We got to do a little storyline. Y'all got to have some fun. And we got to do a small combat. So I'm going to go with 4 character points for tonight.
Yay.
Nice.
Excellent.
And then, and this is the reason I'm doing it this way, because you have to separate it on your character sheet on GCS. Because then I get to do the, but wait, there's more. Because it's my birthday, every single one of you that showed up to the game tonight, which means the entire crew showed up.
Mm-hmm.
If you had missed game tonight, you would have missed out on this. Everyone that showed up to the game tonight gets 10 character points in addition to it.
Wow.
And we're not in combat, so therefore you can spend your points.
Nice.
I forget, do you use and allow energy reserves in this campaign?
Let's talk about that afterwards.
Okay.
There's I've got some weird rules on that one because of the flavor of the world.
Okay. Learning new spells, do I need appropriate time to study, or can I learn something that I have the prerequisite for?
Okay, now that's where we get complicated.
I don't want to be too aggressive on it, but is that all right if I jump out?
Oh, yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, man.
Well, it's been good fun. You guys all have a good one, and I'll talk to you next time, and happy birthday again.
Yeah.
Yeah, great to meet all you guys.
Oh, I got Mr. King Bowles now in my chat. Welcome. And then they said, woohoo points.
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo points indeed.
Is Mr. King Bowles one of you guys?
Not I.
No. Oh.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Yay to the chat. Kudos to those folks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, and I found out that there's some interesting stuff that I can do. Okay, cool. Well, welcome. So, okay. But this has been a great game session. I've enjoyed it. Other than the fact of having to design a map on the fly and everything, but hey, that's why I love my Dungeon Alchemist, because I can design a map on the fly. But yeah, this is awesome. Now, between now and next game session, I will probably throw in the ethereal walls on the trees and everything that's going to start blocking y'all's vision.
Okay. We can burn them down.
Well, you burn them down. Burn them down. You're probably going to kill the survivors.
Well, should have been out here with some better.
They were dead when we got there.
Don't know what happened. Some spider caught fire.
But, the one thing I want to throw out there, and I'm not sure if he's still even watching the stream anymore or not, but all the guys that are currently here in Discord, you guys are all experienced GURPS players.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Pi is still very, very new. And I think this combat overwhelmed him a little bit. There's a lot going on that you guys were just popping out your numbers and everything, which makes it run really smooth, which is awesome. But I'm going to ask you guys to remember that we got at least one player that's not familiar with GURPS. So being able to explain what you're doing, or taking a moment, if it's not your turn or anything like that, even if you need to take him down to the GM secrets area, just to explain what you're doing, what's going on, so that he can get a better understanding of that kind of stuff. It's a small ask, but at the same time, I'm not asking any of you guys to actually feel like you're required to do that. But I'm just thinking about the fact that I feel like he wound up a little overwhelmed because everybody else in the game knew what they were doing, and he was left feeling a little lost. And so I don't want to risk him leaving the campaign because everybody else knows what they're doing, but he doesn't.
And whose player is that?
That's Pi. That's the barbarian.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
barbarian.
Yeah,
the
you-
only-
ba-
Napoleon.
Yeah, basically, you'll lose your meat shield.
What are you talking about? I've got like 4 other ones.
I don't have any direct contact with Pi, but
No.
you know, I've got a fair bit of time over the next week. If you want to connect him up with me, I can have him over to my Foundry server, and I could do a little combat training kind of stuff with him and see if I can help him get more comfortable with the system. Like I said, I'm happy to do that, and I've got the time.
Okay, that's appreciated. I'll message him and let him know.
Okay, yeah, just have him DM me, and like I said, I'll do some tutorials with him.
Yeah, because most of us that are here in the game, we're all forever GMs. So it's, I know all you guys are just going, "Woo! I get to play a character," And that was one of the things that for me and Scott when we first hooked up. Oh, geez, I started doing the mascot. It's been like 5 years that we've been playing games together.
5 or 6 years.
Yeah. Because we started off with GURPS on Roll20, and then you and I worked together to develop the original GURPS sheet on Roll20.
Yeah,
Because there was a couple GURPS sheets on Roll20 at the time, but they were
Number 1 sucked. Number 1 sucked.
They were awful.
There was one that was just almost unusable. You might as well have paper and pen.
Yeah, and
number 2 was nice once you got the black and red. That looked really nice.
yeah, well, Scott and I sat down. We worked through our sheet, and I did stuff on the HTML side. He did stuff on the CSS side. Now, granted, Scott did most of the work on it. That meant me put that out there up front. But
I was learning Java at the same time. That was a hoot.
Yeah, I was going through and going, wait, this thing's math's not working. And then I'd go into the code, which actually worked out really well with me at my job at the time, because I had another technician that worked in the same area as me, and so I'd have all the code up on my screen, and people would walk up to try to shoulder tap me, and I'm sitting here staring at this HTML trying to figure it out, and they go, "Oh, he's in something complicated. We're gonna go to the other guy."
Yeah. Yeah, if you do coding at work, that's the best thing if you're in IT, because everybody's like, "Oh, never mind."
He's reading hieroglyphics. What is he doing?
Yeah, Griffalix, yeah.
So that was awesome, but then then we wound up finding Foundry, and we wound up with having the GURPS game aid that is 100 times better than what he and I developed. Now granted, what we put together on Roll20 was awesome. It did the job, and sure there was lots of pieces that we wished that we could do, but there was just no way to do it.
Roll20 doesn't give you much to work with.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I found Foundry many years ago when they first started it, and there was nothing, absolutely nothing. And I set it aside and rediscovered it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's got support for GURPS and everything, yay! And so I was back in it, And then people that were supporting it, so I'm like, oh, it's even better. So yeah, I'm contributing to their little coffee fund or whatever the hell it is. So
yep,
Yeah, me too. It's that game aid is a thing of beauty. It's revolutionized GMing for me. Just the pace. It's like pen and paper. Man, you do a combat with 10 actors, PCs and NPCs, and holy, it could take an hour to go through each round, minimum.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
GCS, just keep moving. It's great.
Yeah. Shout out to Nose for the game aid, and among others, and the GCS guys. So integration.
Yeah. Actually, GCS is just run by one guy.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's coordinating with Nose and Neck and those guys. So yeah.
Yep.
But at the same time, the guy that runs GCS, if you develop something like the thing that I'm working on right now, I'm working on getting all the gun fu stuff added into GCS, and then when I send that to him, he'll add it into the master library.
Yeah, I've got to pass muster, but yeah.
And that's why you find sections inside the master library with equipment and various things that you're going, wait, that's not right.
Yeah.
And so you gotta go in and fix it because somebody put something in, and they're when you're putting in 300, 400, 500 things, you go brain dead after so many of them, and so you make mistakes. But
yeah, I know. I know.
But at the same time, the fact that we're getting all this support in there for all the different books that we like to use, for all the different things we like to use. I mean, I was talking to you guys last week about the fact that I was wanting to do the Weird West thing with the Monster Hunters International. I'm also terrified that Scott's going to be the one that decides to play the Ritual Path Magic user.
I'm a beast.
Well, because I mean, he and I have done Ritual Path Magic together, and because I played a Ritual Path Magic user in his game, and my character was a beast.
Yeah, once you got the spell off.
Once I got the spell off, yes.
Yeah. Well,
But I carried a whole I carried a whole lot of precast spells on me. But yeah, I mean, I'm loving the group that we're getting put together here. I'm really having, and that's why I was willing to do the birthday points, even for the 2 brand new guys, because you guys joined us last week with Scott's game, and I was like, you know what? No, I like playing with these guys.
Right on. Well,
yeah, but you shouldn't have to bribe them with points. No.
I'm not bribing them with points.
Yes, he does. You hush your mouth. Yes.
Well, my birthday's just Sunday, so.
All players, strictly speaking, are bribed with points. That's why they're there.
But keep in mind, Scott's a lot stingier of points than I am. I'm joking. He actually gives out points a lot better than I do. I mean, dear God, when we did our first Dungeon Fantasy game, Scott, y'all got your character points, but the rewards you got, the money you got to be able to buy new equipment and everything, y'all got practically nothing.
Yeah, I know. It's either points rich or equipment rich,
Yeah, I'm pretty generous with the cash and junk, but I hand out points with a medicine dropper. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I started playing with you guys, and I was just like, oh man, I hope my players never check in on the streams. They'll be revolting.
He's been bullying. He's been bogarting points for years. What the hell's he doing with them all?
Well, and then I'll say we have our one player that he's not here right now, but I'm really hoping he's able to rejoin us because he always has an open slot in my game, and that's Scott's good friend Eric. But that guy is a freaking loot monkey from hell.
Oh, good God. Don't let him in your dungeon. Do not.
He will take the wallpaper.
I'm not yet. That's the freaking truth. I am not kidding.
I am working on a spell to increase people's carrying capacity, so don't worry.
This guy, yeah. I mean, he brings a wagon to the dungeon.
He does. No joke.
I mean, but if you have like plus 10 lifting strength, that'll cover that too.
Yeah, but
you don't have to do it yourself.
Throw it in the wagon,
Wagons are cheaper for character points. I give my party some extra points in like contacts and patrons and reputation.
Yeah, exactly. Hire some people, Get yourself a squire if you want. You know, you don't want to carry all your crap.
There's a reason knights had squires.
Because
Their shit was heavy.
that's right.
So
I do have another song that actually does the enhanced move. The advantage, it doubles your speed.
oh,
It does it over just smooth land, which means I have to be riding in a wagon for me to be able to sing it, because I can't move. I can only do I have to take concentrates, which obviously I'm not going to be able to do if I'm walking.
so what happens when the wagon hits a pothole?
Make it
Call the city.
Call the city. Exactly right.
Yeah, I'd like to work with you on your bard song stuff, but you know, the incapacitation thing that was an interesting song. I liked it. But before I wrap up, you know, this is one of the things I like to ask, especially with having new players. With the way I ran the game tonight, even though we had some technical issues and some preparation issues, those aside, is there anything that you'd like to see me change in the way that I am running?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd like to say that on the front end of this thing, when you were doing some stuff, it gave us some role-playing space, which is nice, right? We
Yeah,
had
got the team together.
the wagon
increase our
wheel.
characters a bit. Yeah. We made a wagon wheel song, right? Yeah, that'll live forever.
Gotta get
Okay.
the band back together, man.
Well, and that was part of the reason for the 4 points, because you know it was you get 1 point for just showing up.
Woohoo!
Now, granted, if you show up for 5 minutes and leave, you ain't getting the 1 point. The next point is for being involved. The third point is usually reserved for doing something awesome in the game. But you guys all did awesome stuff in the game tonight. And the fourth point tonight, because it's very rare for me to do 4 points, the fourth point was really just birthday plus I love seeing y'all do the character development between your interactions with your characters and starting to develop that rapport that y'all had with each other. And so that was that was a big one. And then seeing how y'all somehow, without having ever played together, seamlessly came up with your tactics against the spider.
I mean, like...
It's like everybody saw their spot, and everybody moved their spot, and I was like, wow, okay. This is going to get interesting.
Yep, even the barbarian played their role. Well,
Meat shield.
Part of it, right?
Now, Grant,
Our wizards are going to be super tired if we have to keep pumping HP into the meat shield this way.
So if he got 15 or 14 character points, he should probably buy some DR if he doesn't have any. It doesn't sound like he does.
He does.
Character sheet, right?
No, I mean like natural, like tough skin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that you gotta be careful with that because some of that stuff doesn't overlap. But no, I gotta double check his character stats on that for the DR. So okay, well, guys, again, thank you so much. It is 11 o'clock, we're gonna wrap up here. Out of curiosity, though, I got 5 people watching. Chat, what did y'all think of the game session tonight? Please type up in chat if you're willing. Hey, we got 7 likes on the stream tonight, which is awesome for this for the stream. It's sad because on my when I do my video games, I get like 22, 23 likes. But also here on my birthday, we broke 350 subscribers. So that was awesome.
Yay! Woo! Oh,
oh, thank you, Frostbite. Appreciate that, buddy. Pix likes the spider. Okay. He thought the spider was cool. Okay.
yeah. Tune in next time because I feel like there's going to be a lot more of them.
Now, I really liked y'all's reaction to this spider because, I'm just sitting here going, this thing made one hell of a stealth roll. And nobody managed to beat its stealth roll. And so the spider shows up, and the thing is freaking enormous.
But it's got little tiny feet that touch the ground. So when it's moving, it's just like... Ding, 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 ding.
Right?
Yeah, like the cartoons.
Totally. It's a
Totally
giant thing, and it's just making these little tinkle noises as it moves across the grass.
So, I kind of appreciated some of y'all's reaction to that. Going, that thing's huge!
I mean, it was probably a lot smaller. It just scared us, and we thought it was really big.
No.
The Bard story is going to have it be at least like...
Oh, you have no idea. It's huge. And
now,
I killed it by singing 2 arrows into it.
With you...
As big as an elephant it was.
With you playing a Bard, and again, not a requirement, you're not going to get any extra points for it. Because I got to make sure I keep my points balanced. But I could arrange some other stuff. But, I'd love to see a character's perspective on the day's events written up in Scabbard.
I can probably do that. It will be very Astra-centered.
Oh, I would expect it to be.
He may not even have the names of the other people. It'd be like the guy with the bow, the one that was the guy over my shoulder who was doing something with a stick. I don't know.
I expect that. Actually, you know what?
If you want to set up a character in there, we can log them just like we do on the other one.
Yeah. I think I will do that. And every time you do a session recap, Grant, I'll tell you this: it's going to reduce the number of points that I give out at the game session. But if you do a session recap from your character perspective, I'll give you an extra character point.
That's fine. That's fair.
It's going to reduce our normal points, though?
Yeah. That means instead of the 3, it'll probably be 2. And then you get a third one for doing a session recap. Well, I don't know. Let me think about that. How I'm going to do that. But I do know that if people are doing session recaps on Scabbard, that I'd like to reward you with a character point.
Well, I love doing them, so if you set me up, I'll do them. I'll do them whether you're rewarding me for them or not, but I'll take any points you're willing to give me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be just as happy to have a central place to keep my. I try to keep at least some notes. So you set me up with a scatter.
Well, let's get that done now.
Hey, Papa's got songs to write, so yeah.
All right. DF text. There is the campaign. If in Discord y'all can give me your character or your player, give me your usernames in Scabbard, then I can add you. Crusher. Oh, all right.
0, actually.
Easiest way for me to do this. All right, let's make this happen. Let's see. Friends on Scabbard. Oh, it doesn't let me type in names. Damn it. Oh, wait, there's you. All right, so I'm looking at Crusher 0. Your character's name was
Astra Black. Or, as he does it, it's Astra Black. Always the pause, always the extra emphasis.
I imagine like a hair swish at the same time.
Oh, totally.
Totally
In between the Astra, flip, Astra Black.
Your character does have nice hair.
Yes, actually, it's very, very nice hair. That is actually an AI picture.
all right. Got you added in. KL Chase. See if I can find you. There you are. All right. Yours is Cesar.
Extraordinaire. You are correct.
I thought you'd appreciate that. All right. Got Rob taken care of. Let's see. And then Buzzard. There you are. Gotcha. And Buzzard character name was
K2, K-A-2-T-U.
all right. I got all three of y'all added in. Oh, I appreciate that, Scott.
Yeah.
All right. So, yep, you're all added in.
Perfect.
And it will have created a character for you. I will adjust it to where your power players in the on here. But at least now you have characters that you can go and update and do your stuff with.
Huzzah!
So we just use the session logs, just use the plus next. I'm not real familiar with Scabbard, so I'm new to it.
I'm okay with session logs. That works just fine for me. The character is where you just kind of type in your backstory and whatnot. And, well, to be perfectly honest, like Scott does, if you give me a solid backstory in there and you get your character with a gold star, you'll get some extra character points.
What's the magic word?
And then I'll, once you get your character set in place, I'll add in some additional connections to your character for people that you've met and whatnot. Scott does a really great job of adding in NPCs that I invent on the fly. Thank you again, Scott.
No worries. That's what I do. Good shit.
So, but I mean, Scott's kind of my assistant GM. No, there's no kinda. He's my assistant GM.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Because I wind up with a really limited time for setup and everything. So, and like tonight, you know, we had the encounter that was already set up last game session 2 weeks ago. And then still didn't have the map and stuff set up. And so while y'all were doing your intros and everything, I was creating the map. By the way, what did y'all think of the map? For somebody that, you know, created a map in roughly 45 seconds.
I think that's great. Yeah, I think it's a great map.
Hey,
especially for on the fly.
Did it give you? Did it give you the thematic thing of walking in, going, "Oh, this is a lot of spider webs."
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, I love the tools that make it possible to, you know, to do things quickly, do them on the fly. I've been building more maps inside of Foundry. I've got a bunch of assets that have transparent backgrounds and a bunch of piles of backgrounds and.
Right, but you got to take the time to get all that stuff set in place. If you're low on time, you need something that you can do quickly.
I've been doing it on the fly. I did it the other day. My players did something strange. They went somewhere, told them to go grab a cigarette, and by the time they got back, I had built a battle map.
Okay, nice.
Yep. They freaking zag. They always zag when they expect them to zag.
So what I built this with was a piece of software available on Steam that, I backed it as a Kickstarter. And then one of my other players, I had originally backed it as a Kickstarter, but I backed it on the lowest level. But one of my previous players, he always loved the maps and everything I put together. And so he actually went the extra level on the Kickstarter and got me my own key for it before the Kickstarter finished. So I've had Dungeon Alchemist since before it was even available. But Dungeon Alchemist is what I'm using. And I love it because of its appearance. It's got a nice, clean look. I'm hoping they continue adding more and more to it, but I realize eventually there's going to be limits.
I think it's great map.
Hey, what I love about it is the fact that they threw in the spiderweb stuff for another set that they did. And the fact that I was able to throw the spiderwebs in there seamlessly into the map, where it looks like these things were originally part of the map anyways. Because I started off with just a forest. And then I just decorated it with webs. And then, of course, I took the spiders that Scott sent me and went, okay, this one's got this one's got this. And went, okay, we're running with that.
Yeah, I got those off the old RPG map share site. Way back in the day. Anyway, I gotta hit sack, folks.
Yep, me too.
On tomorrow.
Yep. Well, thank you.
Good gaming, a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it.
Good night.
Astra, you available to hang out for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, then give me just a moment here because I'm gonna wrap up my stream. So chat, thank you so much, everybody that's showing up. Thank you so much for the 8 likes. You guys rock. I really appreciate everybody that's come by. Yeah, we'll be doing well. Of course, we'll be doing mutants next week. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I'm on the fence on, but I think we're probably gonna wind up doing some more Enshrouded. And then Saturday I don't know, 'cause I haven't had a chance to check with my wife to find out what her plans are, what our family plans are. So Saturday's going to be up in the air. But I do want to get some more Planet Crafter in there. We got a few other things, and then and then we got May coming up. When May gets here, the V Rising dedicated server will be reactivated, and because they've added so much to V Rising for the 1.0 release. I'm really looking forward to it. So, and hey guys, if either of y'all play video games, if these are video games y'all play, you are more than welcome to come and join me. But all right, chat, y'all have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.